While today is a day many can take off of work, hang out with friends, maybe grill out a little bit, spend time with your family, it's also a really important day to remember the meaning behind it.
That's right. Our etiquette expert, Thomas Farley, goes over how today is meant to honor our fallen service members.
Hi, Sam and Alex. Today is Memorial Day, but I'll refrain from wishing you a happy one. This annual commemoration is federally designated as a solemn occasion, one for honoring fallen servicemen and women and for praying for peace. This tradition began in the wake of the American Civil War with an observance then known as Decoration Day. The decoration in question was not party decor, but rather the spring flowers that were placed on the gravestones of soldiers who had lost their lives during the war between the North and the South. By 1868, a national proclamation set aside May 30th as an annual day of remembrance, urging, "Let no ravages of time testify to the present or to the coming generations that we have forgotten as a people the cost of a free and undivided republic." By the time the First World War ended, the focus of Memorial Day was broadened to incorporate a remembrance of service members who lost their lives in any of America's wars. In 1971, the holiday assumed its now traditional space as the final Monday in May. But by the year 2000, in response to the growing lack of awareness of the origins of the day, Congress enacted the National Moment of Remembrance, which urges all Americans and institutions to observe a moment of silence at 3 p.m. local time on Memorial Day. Major League Baseball games stop. Amtrak trains blow their whistles. Even the National Grocers Association encourages shoppers and staff to pause on what they were doing and to reflect on the sacrifice of men and women who've lost their lives up to and including those in the war in Iran. So today, as we ponder the season ahead on the date that marks the unofficial start of summer, let us not neglect to remember America's fallen. I, for one, will pause and reflect on the ultimate sacrifice made by one of my ancestors, an immigrant from Ireland, who settled in New York, became a firefighter, and ultimately joined the Union Army and died 165 years ago at the First Battle of Bull Run. Daniel Diver, First Lieutenant of the 11th Infantry, rest in peace.